Hey boys, so welcome to session number 3, I believe. Yep, session number 3. We're going to get stuck into it straight away this morning. So we're going to start off like we always would with the Atp warm-up. So join in with me. I'm going to go through it one time through, and then I'll get you to pause the video and you can follow through for a second time on your own. So first exercise, the push-up and twist for 6 repetitions. Good push-up, twist. There's 1, 2, 1 more, and there's 6. Back extensions, nice and flat. Arch my back, curl up for 1. Exercise number 3, the kneeling hammy floss. So it's drop in, sink back on my leg, keep that 1 up. It's 2. And 6, then I'll go side on to show you what it looks like. Other side. Six, and lastly the monkey squat. So squat down, touch your toes, reach, 1, second reach, standing back up, that's 1 rep. Other side, start to that side. 2. Cool, and so that's 6 of those. So now I want you to pause the video, go back through that warm-up mobility series for a second time through, hit play again, and then you'll be ready to get stuck into the main content of the session. Right, so the structure of the session is going to be a little bit different today. I'm going to follow a format that is what we typically would use in the ADP program. So we're going to group 3 exercises together and do them in a mini circuit, and we're going to do that 3 times through. So we'll do 9 different exercises today. I want to excuse me, I want to recap a couple of these exercises that we started off with last week, so we can build that familiarization. You get better at these exercises and your progress goes up and up and up. So first one is that hinge. So go to the wall like we did last week. You see me there? So 30 centimeters away from the wall, I'm going to dip at my knees and push back with my bum and slide down and stand up. So important things to remember there. My back's flat, my core is nice and strong and engaged, and my backside is pushing back to the wall. And I'm just bending at my hips. We're going to do 6 repetitions of that against the wall. You can follow alongside me at home. So find your position against the wall. Again, about 30 centimeters away from the wall. That's where my heels go. I'm dipping at my knees, pushing my bottom back, and keeping my back nice and flat. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice, so hopefully you're getting more and more familiar with that exercise. Again, it's a really key one that you're going to get really comfortable with all through the program as you progress through the year groups. So make sure you give that lots of time, lots of concentration, because that is key. Number 2 is the press up. So we're still going to go from our knees. Hands just wider than shoulders, straight underneath me. Keep my knees on the ground, and I'm going to go chest down to the floor and back up. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Cool. When you do that, core again nice and tight, glutes engaged, nice and strong, and I'm not arching in my back either this way or this way. I'm nice and flat and strong when I do those reps. and eighth, so number 3 of the first series is going to be a prone hold. Again, we're going from our knees. I'm going to get you to go down to your elbows, nice and strong. My back is nice and flat. My core is engaged again. My glutes are engaged again. And I'm holding there for 20 seconds. Cool. So if you weren't following along with me for that first round of those 3 exercises, pause this now, go and do those 3 just how I showed you, then come back once you've done those 3, hit play, and we're going to do 2 more rounds, but I'm going to change those exercises up a little bit. We're going to progress a little bit further. So just catching up from that, we're going to do 2 more rounds, so 6 repetitions of those first 2 exercises. We're still going to do the plank for 20 seconds, but we're going to take it up to the next level. Yeah, so we'll start off with the hinge. So now I want you to step away from the wall. So I'm not having my bum close or trying to touch the wall. I'm stepping away, but the objective is the same. So I'm going to, but the only thing now, I'm going to make 2 fists, my hands. I'm going to set them on my thighs. I think we covered this off last week. I'm still going to push my hips back, like I'm going back to the wall with my backside. I'm sliding my fist down to my knees and I'm standing up. Then I'm going for a 2nd rep, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Really key that you get into that position. My back is flat, my backside is pushing back, and my chest is nice and out, like I'm forcing my shoulder blades back, so I'm in a good strong position, just like this. So I want you to try and replicate that at home. That is the first exercise in the 2nd set. The second one we're going to do is press ups, so we're still going to stay from our knees. This time I want you to pause at the bottom. So a good strong push up, pause for 1, and then back up. We're going to do 6. Down and pause. 3, 4, down and pause, 5, last one, strong, down and pause, and back up. Prone hold, we're going to go to full prone hold, so we're going to take our feet off the floor this time. We're still going to hold for 20 seconds. So good strong position, don't let your body sag or go into an arch, and you're going to hold nice and straight. Core, glutes, strong, solid. Cool. So if you weren't following along with me just then, hit pause. Do that once, and then I want you to do it twice. So now we've done the introduction or the basic level once, and we've done that, that progression twice through. So that's 6 repetitions of the hinge, 6 repetitions of the press up, and then 20 seconds hold for the prone hold. So now we've got our first exercise, our second exercise, our third. We've done 3 rounds, and we would call that the A series. So A series, which you might have spoken to Mr. Boyd about with one of your assignments. So that would have been, the A1 exercise was the hinge. The A2 exercise was the press up. And A3 was the plank. And that is all one series. We've done them 3 times. That is the A series. So now we're going to move on to the B, which is a whole new cycle of 3 exercises. And again, we're going to do 3 rounds of that series. B1. So we've covered off this before. Good to go back to it. Another key exercise is our squat. I'm going to use my chair again for the first round. So I'm taking, like we did in the other video, my heel's all the way back to my seat and I'm trying to sit back as far as I can to the back of my chair and stand up. We're going to do 6 of those, so 5 more. Bottom all the way back and up. Bottom all the way back and up. Remember to keep your chest up, backside moving back. Cool. So that is my B1 exercise. So my first exercise in the B series. Second exercise is the glute bridge. Again, we covered this off in the other video. Lying flat on my back. I'm just going to keep my hands by my side, my feet. I can just touch my ankles. See there's a small gap. And I'm pushing my hips up as high as I can. And then controlling them back to the floor. Up. And control. Up. Control. And 3 more. Nice. That is the second exercise in the B series. So that's B2. And lastly, what have I got? A side prone. So a new exercise. Some of you may have done this before. So now we're doing a side prone or side plank, but I'm going to go from my knees. So you can see my feet, or I've got a bend at my knees. And I'm just going up onto my knees. I'm keeping this nice straight line between my head, down my chest, and down to the middle of my knees. I'm not dropping my hips and I'm not pushing up high, and I'm going to hold. We're going to do 20 seconds here as well. So key that I engage my core, my glutes, and I breathe over the top while I brace myself in this strong position. I'm going to do the other side. And up. Cool, so that is exercise number 3 in the B series. So B1 was the squat to the chair. B2 was my glute bridge, so lying on my back. My hips are going all the way up to the ceiling and I'm controlling the movement back down. And then B3 is my side prone, which I'm going to hold for 20 seconds on each side. I modified it by bending at my knees and going from my knees. We're not going from our feet yet. That'll come later in the program. And I'm going to get you to do that 2 more times through. So 6 repetitions of the squat, 6 repetitions of the glute bridge, and then 20 seconds each side of that side plank. We've been through once, and now you go through 2 more times, and that'll complete the B series. Cool, so you go and do that now, and then come back and hit play. Cool, so now we're into the C series, the final series of this session. We're still going to finish off with that high intensity circuit hit for a bit of a cardiovascular workout to finish the session for 10 minutes like we've done before. This is exactly the same circuit that we started off, we finished off with our first session last week. So you should be familiar with this. We've got burpees, we've got sit-ups, and we've got star jumps. We're going to do 10 repetitions of each, one after the other. Once we get to the third one, star jumps, we're going to start again with burpees. We're going to go as many rounds as we can, or as many series as we can for 10 minutes. So you start the clock, you start, you go through those 3 exercises, you keep going for 10 minutes. The idea is that we do more sets than we did last week. So that is the challenge. Try and set a tempo that you can continuously hold for that whole 10 minutes. So you don't go out and start too hard and fast and you get tired and need a rest halfway through. I want you to start off nice and steady and try and work consistently for 10 minutes. So I'm going to start off with you. I'll do the first series with you, and then it'll be up to you to carry on for the 10 minutes. Make sure you work hard, make sure you use this opportunity to do a bit of work that's going to make you puff, that uses your heart, your lungs, and get you working for a short period of time. 10 minutes is not a long time. It might feel like it when you're getting through a little bit, but it's really important that you still do these. It'll help you not only physically but mentally, and that is really good going forward. I would encourage you to go and visit go and look at some of the other videos that I've pre-recorded for our home WODs, home workouts of the day, and go and complete those. They're really good short sessions, and some of you will need some extra exercise. That this won't be enough, so I strongly encourage you to go and have a look at those as well. I think Mr. Boyd has set you an assignment or set you a task of going to do some of those anyway. Try and follow those guidelines of 30 minutes of exercise each day. That's really important, and you'll come back and be fitter for that. So definitely do that. All right, so let's go. So we've got burpees, sit-ups, star jumps, 10 reps of each, 10 minutes. Start the clock at home once you are ready. Just move my chair. Right, so I'm going to start here in 3, 2, 1. Burpees, 10. That's 10, straight into sit-ups. Nine and 10, straight into 10 star jumps. Cool, so you keep going for 10 minutes, get stuck in, go hard, good luck, enjoy, see you next time.